Yeah, I like our name, Joe and Jeremy. Hash it out.
Yeah, I like it too.
It kind of sounds like though we'll be kind of coming at each other in some sort of antagonistic way.
Yeah.
Like Hannity and Combs if they had both just sustained serious head injuries moments earlier.
Oh, I didn't realize the podcast had started.
I just thought of that joke on the way.
I
up
liked
here.
it.
Gore Vidal and Buckley if they were both mildly retarded.
My dog Buckley.
Yeah, your dog. Yeah. No, William Buckley.
William?
It was like back in the 50s. It was
Oh,
like
yeah,
a conservative liberal debate.
Yeah, he was such a little swarmy cunt.
Buckley, yeah. Gore Vidal was very good. It was, I just like, actual debates where no one
Well, Gore
where no
Vidal
one freaks out and runs away.
didn't he have to like flee to Italy to like avoid some sort of charges here?
Some kind of like Red Scare stuff. I don't know.
Was it Red Scare? I thought it was like it was like underage.
Oh
type
no!
shit.
Wow, I didn't mean to be endorsing that at all.
Yeah, go on.
Typical leftists.
Yeah, typical leftists. Oh, now this isn't working. Great. Well, forget it.
Oh, well, you can control that. That's wild.
I was supposed to be able to control it, but it's not working in here. It worked
I
the other day.
know Roman Polanski fled. That was crazy.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's mail. No mail.
Let's check your email.
It's a pretty slow computer.
This is cool. Get some nerd manning that instead of us,
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to be able to like see here.
Criticize the sexual norms, but that's just being critical of sexual norms. It's another thing to violate them.
What the hell is going on? Oh.
Fascinating. Jeremy's just groundlessly accusing Gore Vidal of
I know,
terrible
who knows?
sex crimes.
That's his feud.
Oh, I always kind of.
Oh, maybe I got it. Oh,
Polanski.
I got him confused with Roman Polanski, I think.
But maybe he had a stance on Roman Polanski, and maybe that was. He did like Megyn Kelly the other day. Just said like, Epstein wasn't a pedophile. He like 15-year-olds. Okay.
Oh my God! Who said that?
Megyn Kelly.
Oh my God!
So rightfully so, everyone's been giving her shit. But so it looks like he might have said a similar thing about Polanski or something. Oh, Vidal says, I really don't give a fuck. Look, am I going to sit and weep every time a young hooker feels as though she's been taken advantage of?
Jesus.
Ouch, Gore Vidal.
Yeah,
That's rough.
Not exactly on the right side of history on that one, buddy.
No, man. It's crazy they had a Roman Polanski character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Did you see that movie?
I did see that movie.
It was he was played by Emile Hirsch,
Oh,
because Sharon Tate was his wife, right?
Roman Polanski,
yeah. She was played by Margot Robbie. When I first saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I was like, "This is too hi-fi. This is too many things, too many moving parts."
Yeah.
But then the second time, and it tells you enough to know I've seen it 4 times already. But I enjoy the movie. Mostly just Brad Pitt's part as the guy who's just like, fucking Manson family creeps, get out of my way.
Or doesn't he fight
Bruce Lee?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, kicks Bruce Lee's ass.
He's like, I can't fight you. My hands are registered as lethal weapons. It means if I kill someone in a fight, I go to jail. And he's like, You always go to jail if you kill someone in a fight. It's called manslaughter. Such a good. That character just makes the whole thing. Everyone else is pretty unlikable, but I mean Sharon Tate's not unlikable, but she's in it for like 2 seconds. But crazy. I was just reading that.
I love Margot Robbie. She's so fucking hot.
Yeah, that Wuthering Heights joint looks pretty good.
I haven't seen anything about it.
Carolina, my wife and her friends were like, "We're gonna go see Wuthering Heights." You know, there's a Kate Bush song about Wuthering Heights. It's a book. It's not a bodice ripper. It's kind of a tragedy, as far as I remember reading some of it when I was like 15 or something. But it's one of those, English tragedy, romantic books. So it's Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. The trailer looks very sexual. Looks pretty cool though.
Hell yeah.
But my wife was like, my friends and I are going to go see that when it comes out. It's like, well, you think I don't want to see Jacob Elordi make out with Margot Robbie? That sounds pretty cool.
Sounds pretty awesome to me.
After seeing him as this adorable Frankenstein.
Oh, that guy?
Emo Frankenstein?
Yeah. Even with the swoop haircut.
We'll get to the movie eventually.
Yeah.
We both loved it. But
yeah, I loved it. I thought it was good. There was some points where I'm like, what is going on here? But
yeah.
Did you watch the extras? There was
no, not much. No.
There was like an extra documentary of making the film or whatever. It was pretty interesting. That I actually liked that too. Mm-hmm. It was kind of cool to see how they pulled off certain things, because there were certain scenes where like the cinematography is just crazy, and you're like, how did they pull that off? Mm-hmm. So
yeah, a lot of it was practical. Like, I know he's super anti-AI, Guillermo del Toro, but he used tons of animal AI, or not AI, but CGI. That's for sure. But then some things like that ship in the beginning is like a fucking ship that they built.
Really?
But it's but you have this Bambi deer and wolves that are totally CGI. But then it's no, build me a ship. It's how about you train a wolf or a dog that looks kind of like a wolf? But
yeah, there's just no way to train anything to do what those wolves did.
Yeah, it would have to be shadows or
a
different type of storytelling.
Or he'd literally attack the teacher or the actor.
Yeah. But you could put one of those suits that cops use to train their dogs. You see those guys that get taken down.
But it's all blue.
Blue with little Gautier. Yeah. Who's that guy, Gautier, that sang somebody that I used to know?
Oh, yeah. That's Gautier with
the makeup.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying the makeup looked like Gautier.
It does, doesn't it?
It's a little too pretty.
Yeah, it's a little too meaty for it to be like Gautier, but it's still good.
Yeah. I mean, you see how long it took in the makeup chair. They were really putting real flesh. But then when they add the color, it becomes a little too beautiful, and you sort of lose the texture, I feel. It still looked pretty good. But it's a little pretty.
But you should see it behind the scenes of how vibrant the color of the actual makeup was. Mm-hmm. So in post, they really they dialed it down. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of interesting to see how what it looked like in real life, and then what it looked like on the film is different, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really beautiful. I mean, everything Guillermo del Toro does is pretty beautiful.
And it seemed like there was a lot of stuff.
Pan's Labyrinth was such a big hit when that came out.
Yeah, and he just does things so purposefully, which is nice. I wonder how long the conversation was, on what color to use on the monster. It just so they knew once they got it in post, the color correcting would come out nicely. Mm-hmm.
That's got to be a nightmare. I love film, but I'd never get into it.
I learned so
mostly
much
I'm
from
40 years old and I haven't practiced any of it. So
I got lucky where I got an opportunity to go film and direct something. So
yeah.
In
learned. Columbus, you were saying?
Yeah, I learned a lot.
Cool.
I learned a lot. I made a lot of mistakes, a lot of them, but if I had to go do it again, that would be much different for sure. And I know what I'm doing now.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you need any help next time,
You got it.
scope it out.
Yeah, it's fun to learn it.
I'll bring my baby. He can be the key grip.
Yeah.
The best boy.
The best
He's
boy.
going to be the best boy. Definitely. Today I was just chilling and he was like, more milk? He like wanted more milk. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, more milk. I was like laying back on the couch and I just feel like he just like dumps this ice cold milk all over my neck and like all the pillows. And I was like, oh, this sucks. He's so funny.
I got to ride on that train in the mall.
Oh yeah,
with
like a Christmas train.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a
What
great
mall?
time. In Strongsville.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, with
South Park.
Yeah, took my the lady I'm seeing's kid on. I was like, we're doing this, pal.
He likes trains.
Yeah,
It's so crazy how like kids just naturally like trains. They haven't always existed. You know what I mean? Like, why do kids just naturally all like trains? Very
I do think
bizarre.
the conductor thought I was autistic. Because he talked to me about that train a little too long.
Yeah. Well, they love talking about it. I actually heard about somebody who like works at like Amtrak, and they're like, yeah, we don't hire guys who are like into trains. Like, hire only people that are indifferent about it. Someone goes on a little bit too long about trains in the interview, they're like, this guy's never going to stop talking about trains. Because the guys who are into trains are really into trains.
Yeah, but like,
Sonny loves it. It's like what he's talking about, like probably 35% of the time is trains. He's like, a train? And you're like, yeah, trains.
yeah, it was fun. We
big
rode
part
around
of
the
life.
mall.
Yeah, I gotta take him on that.
You should. It's only $6 a person.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Well, I usually take him to the one at the zoo. Has a really nice like kids train, but now it's closed. I guess like in the winter it like can't climb the hill because it gets slippery.
Oh,
So I gotta take him to the indoor trains because I took him to the mall the other day and I saw the sign like the sign said it was closed for the season. I was like, let's go this way, bud. Because if he like saw that and I was like, no, he'd be like, you're an evil man.
yeah. Why taunt me with this, pal?
It's like when Frankenstein gets mad at Victor.
Way to reel it back in.
Victor!
We'll be back after these messages. That movie was good. I had a bunch of notes on it, so you can. Let me grab my notes. I did find it weird that like, why are they telling this captain? He's just like a stranger.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's how it happens in the book, to be honest with you. I think this did a really good job, and I haven't read Frankenstein since I was like 15.
They wrote a book off of that movie?
Yeah. They saw that green monster in the 50s.
Yeah.
Like, someone put this in a book.
Yeah, somebody write about this.
But yeah, Mary Shelley's masterpiece. Look at that. Ladies doing great things way back in the day. And kind of inventing horror in a very substantial way. And yeah, I think that's what happens in the book. But I was thinking, like, they did a really good job of, like, honoring the book. A lot of things don't happen in the book. I'm aware of that. But they honored the book, but they still made it, like, super, not, like, high octane, but, like, very, very entertaining. You know?
Yeah, but if
Like,
I were the captain,
not boring.
when he starts off, well, it started with my parents, I would have been like, oh, Jesus. We're going back that far.
Right,
yes, that's how everyone's story starts. We
then-
get that part.
Then the monster shows up and he's like, he told his tale. Well, how about mine? He's like, another talker.
Oh,
All right,
great. From the beginning? At least his is like, I'm a full-grown man
Yeah.
with a child's mind.
But the stupidest thing I said when I watched it, because like at the end, I was just kind of like in and out. The first time I watched it, the second time I watched it, I was like all in because I really liked what I saw of it. The first time I saw it, like I noticed, and this is a spoiler show, so turn it off right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna spoil every movie.
I mean,
we talk about.
how long has it been out for?
Not that, like the beginning of November, so almost a month.
Whatever. You didn't see it by now. Go fuck yourself.
I know, they put it on Netflix like 2 days after it was in
Yeah.
theaters for like 2 days. So you see Mia Goth die, and like obviously she had a connection with Frankenstein, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, they gotta do like Frankenstein 2 where he gets the bride. And Carolina looks at me, she's like, you mean Bride Frankenstein?
Yeah. I love the same thing too.
Frankenstein 2,
But I was
it's
like,
where he
man,
gets married.
This woman gets around this one circle of guys.
I know, everybody fell for her. But Mia Goth, beautiful. And I think a very nice. Not into the no eyebrows thing.
My first reaction was like, oh, boy, inbreeding. It really ran rampant back then.
Pale face woman.
Yeah.
Comes from Europe.
Come from Europe. From the East. White women come from East.
But, I don't know. I think she's pretty talented. I thought she was good in that movie X, which I didn't really care for. Did you see X? It's like a trilogy now because like they made X, which was a kind of like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of vibe, where they all like go shoot like a porn in like a cabin and like hillbillies get involved. Not,
of course,
not sexual. Well, actually, kind of, but. And then
not a cool way.
and then they like were just on the set, and the director was like, "Okay, let's make like another film just based on like this like whim I had, but it still takes place in like 1950s, but it's still based around like pornography or whatever, and we'll tell another like a horror story about that." And then they made another one that's like a 1970s or 80s like LA like porn horror.
I mean,
movie, and those have really cool aesthetics, but I'm not going to endorse those films. But I thought she was really good. I think she has a cool look, although always the shaved eyebrows.
She did grow, like it did. Her acting definitely was good enough for me to surpass the look. But like my first instinct was like, oh god,
don't like gingers.
No, it's just like
I'm a ginger who has completely blonde eyebrows, almost white eyebrows, so I sort of have a Mia Goth.
Her first few lines, I was like, this is going to be rough. And then as the movie progressed, I was like, oh, I completely forgot that she was a shitty actor.
Right.
Yeah. Or then I thought that, you know?
There's some real good, like, theatery acting in this movie. Like, it might give you, like, douche chills or something, but, like, with the, when Jacob Elordi's Frankenstein's monster is like really babyish and like confused, and he's showing him like the light and everything, like that was like really like old school, like nice acting. I enjoyed it.
They had a few moments like that where they kind of let the scenes breathe a little, which you don't normally see very often.
And if you do, you're like, get back on pace.
Yeah. You're like, what year is it? Or they have like 70s films where they're just like walking for way too long. No dialogue, just walking.
Yeah. One thing we thought was pretty funny, coloring wise, occasionally. Like there'd be too much red and like purple all of a sudden. We'd be like, all right, Moulin Rouge. Scale it back, Moulin Rouge. Down. Let's get some more grays and blacks in this horror movie.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I thought the one thing that they did very, very well was the sibling rivalry thing between the two brothers. Like where it had like a lot of depth to it. It wasn't very black and white. Like they had moments where they got along. The brother was tricking the other one, but the other one never found out about it. And like they still loved each other despite those things.
It was kind of more realistic, you know?
I agree.
A lot of sibling rivalries are probably more like that, where it's not all out on the table like Scar and Mufasa.
Yeah.
But I guess Mufasa liked Scar for a while until he
Did everyone...
killed.
Just because they were like French, did everyone sound pretentious to you?
In Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Weren't they like Dutch or German or something like that?
I don't know. It seemed to me like it was flying around. Like,
what's his name? Christoph Waltz plays the guy who gets syphilis or has syphilis the whole time. And
does that guy ever play a character that's not a total weirdo?
Well, I don't think that accent is really optional for him. Because he's in Django as the dentist, like roaming around like the United States, and he's like still has his Inglourious Basterds accent.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like his whole vibe is just like creep.
Yeah. But he did a good job. I liked his golden shoes.
Yeah.
I also liked the set piece of like the half of the cadaver on a board that he takes into like the medicine meeting, you know, of the doctors.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty
That's super badass.
pretty cool horror set piece,
Yeah.
you know. And like the way that like the corpses like all have to like actually kind of die after he gets them started up. You know, like yeah, they still die every time, you know, he practices on them.
Also,
Kind of sad.
like, was there even electricity back then?
Well, I don't know.
Because they talk about electricity and batteries. I'm like, where the fuck are they getting this shit?
Well, I guess it depends exactly when it started or when it took place. Because I know he says Christoph Waltz's character is like, "Oh, I'm studying photography, a very new art." So
Yeah, that part,
when
I was like,
photography started.
that sounded about right because I do remember seeing like, I don't know, maybe that didn't really bother me as much as like, there being like electricity available like that.
Well,
Yeah.
also like definitely like batteries. They had these like glowing red batteries. Like,
Yeah.
that definitely would not have been possible.
And then like the LED lights on the back of the phone. I'm
You
like,
could get like one wire to like really
yeah.
like, you know, you had like a Tesla coil or whatever, which was totally unstable and dangerous, you know. But electricity still mystifies me. I was rewiring an outlet the other day, and I had to turn off like the whole house to get it, and then I go back and like I thought I like felt something. I had the whole house turned off, and I thought I like felt like a little zap on my hand, and I like put my tester on it. It's like beep 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 beep. I'm like, what else? Like there's just I mean I think sometimes it's a matter of time. Like you should kind of like give it a minute, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's wild.
Any electricians out there, email me free advice.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got it done. I just like to use like one hand. When I think something's kind of on, I use like one hand because if you do that, you like complete a circuit.
Yeah. I think that's how that works.
No, I think I'm wrong either way.
Your guess is as good as mine.
But no, obviously the amount of electricity they were generating was like totally unrealistic.
Yeah.
In this film. But it's fantasy, you know, it's a fairy tale.
It's true. Maybe
kind
I
of-
like maybe holding a little bit too much on to like time periods and like reality. When that I don't know, sometimes it's the death of a lot of movies where like not everything has to be fucking Scorsese. Like you can have fun watching like something like Mortal Kombat or some shit like that. Those are fun films.
Oh yeah.
So
The 90s Mortal Kombat movies?
yeah.
Or is there just one? They made this creature for that movie with I forget what the character's name is, but he has like 2 sets of arms. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's like the greatest costume.
Also, I thought it was interesting with Frankenstein about how it seemed a lot like a lot of the other doctors were kind of arguing towards like capitalism. Like there's no money in keeping them alive.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of people say that, like, oh, they're just trying to keep you sick, blah, blah, blah. It's like, or they're trying to kill you. And it's like, I don't think that they're trying to do either thing because, to be honest with you, you're worth more out in the world than you are dying. They're going to try and keep you alive as long as possible because then that's more money you're going to spend. So as far as capitalists are concerned, they're going to try and keep you churning product and buying and consuming product.
Right. But then what's up with all the unhealthy foods and cigarettes and stuff like that? You know, like if they want you to be alive, they wouldn't give you that trash, you know?
I mean, I think they want you alive, but they definitely don't want you healthy. Or like they just don't feel like the need to. Well, that's the problem with capitalism and having the government involved with that is that now they feel as though they should keep their hands off of things. So they've scaled back regulation to a point where now they're just putting out as much like, yo, yeah, we're going to trust the companies to put out healthy shit. The bad actors for how many fucking years that they've been putting out straight poison to us.
Well, I found a 12-pack of Pepsi that was like regular price, like regular Pepsi, and it was just like all natural sugar Pepsi. I was like, this rules. And I heard something in the administration say that he was talking to Coca-Cola and they were going to do that, but I haven't seen any basically Mexican Coke in a can, you know?
Yeah.
Because the bottles are great, but I don't want to spend like $10 for a 4-pack of Coke. That's like craft beer money.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's a soda, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you only drink Mexican Coke, you're ripping yourself off financially. But with these new Pepsis, the soda shop Pepsis, I think they're called, they have actual sugar. I mean, not that drinking a can full of sugar is that very good for you, either, but it's better than corn syrup is.
And I don't know. I think it's less addictive too. I think the studies have shown that like actual sugar is less addictive than corn processed sugar. So who knows? I'm not a fucking doctor.
No, I think, but if sugar was readily available to like everyone, and all these people drink so much soda, if you could just switch out the corn syrup with sugar, I think you might actually make a little dent in diabetes and obesity, but maybe not.
Yeah, then it's left up to the consumer, which we both know is like people are dumb and they're going to continue to do bad things because they're after the dopamine more than anything else.
Oh yeah. Everyone wants to enjoy themselves.
The other thing I noticed too about that film is like, why is there plumbing? There's at one point they turn a faucet with running water.
Well, excuse me, but I'm gonna see when it takes place. Because like some things.
Yeah, that confused me. Oh yeah. Well, I want to know is this movie about commerce? I can't. Yeah, and then they're just telling that stranger this long story for like almost seemingly no reason other than the fact his ship's stuck.
So this movie takes place in the 19th century. Mary Shelley's novel takes place in an unspecified point in the 1800s. So this is actually further advanced in history than Mary Shelley's book was. So, yeah, I mean, if it's the 19th century, that's the 1800s, right? Or because the 20th century is what we call the 1901 to, right? Because this is the 21st century, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it's kind of the same thing, but.
Well, let's see. Oh, yeah. Modern plumbing developed through a series of breakthroughs in the 19th century. Well, look at that.
And if you're around Germany, you're probably going to be around.
Yeah. So the practical toilet was designed in 1820. Key innovations were the S-tap in 1775. So, yeah. This all checks out. Well, egg on my face. Well, good. Yeah, 1829. There was like indoor plumbing in Boston. Interesting. Wow. The first public water mains to fight fires were in 1830 in New York City. Fascinating stuff. Yeah, those were some of the other notes I had on this. I did write down something I probably shouldn't say publicly, but I'll tell you after.
Frankenstein's on this censored.
Yeah.
What? What the fuck, man?
Until it comes out again.
And then he's a real.
Yeah. Oh, there was like some artistic liberties done with rigor mortis too in this movie because there's like some bodies that were like dead for like. Well, rigor mortis sets in pretty quick, doesn't it? So there's one point where he's like moving a leg.
Yeah.
And then obviously that body's been dead for some time. It's like, that leg's not going to move like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Because, if you watch this podcast, we go fumbling around through graveyards all the time. So we know what the body looks like.
Yeah, we've mentioned.
We're like, you think that's a dead body?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so,
Yes, Joe and Jeremy, we've seen some bodies.
We know what dead bodies are like.
Next time you make a big Hollywood movie, call us. We'll bring the bodies.
It's us and Jeffrey Dahmer.
Call Jeffrey Dahmer.
What?
I don't know. Just laughing at what you said.
Oh, another fine Ohio boy, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't he in Poor Sailor with you?
Yes. Yes, he. Oh. That's funny.
He's wearing the glasses, man.
Also,
Same glasses.
One nipple on the monster.
Oh, just one nipple?
Yeah, why one nipple?
That's why he was so angry. That's why he killed all those boatmen.
Yeah, he had disproportionate amount of nipples.
Look, I understand Frankenstein was like pissed that he got shot by the ship guys, and he like really wanted to get Victor or whatever. Mm-hmm. But he seemed just like distinctly more monstrous at that point when he introduces himself to the ship full of men. The rest of the time, he's just like, the hunter kills the wolf. He does not hate the wolf. Wolves do not hate the sheep. But then all of a sudden, he shows up at like the ship, and he's just like, I'm going to kill everyone.
In a span of 48 hours where a couple things bad happened to him. He's like, this world is terrible.
I did think it was funny when like Victor was dying, and he was just like, do you ever think about how I'm not dying? It's like, oh, it's not really time to make it all about you right now.
Rubbing his nose in it, old fuck. That's what you get. That's when you know you really hate your dad. Yeah. Oh, you're dying right now? Well, I'm gonna live forever, you old fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I was cracking up about like the emotional, like it was a little bit saccharine at some points. It was very, very sentimental, but I think it really totally worked as a film. In a day and age where I feel like a lot of good films like don't come out, maybe that's changing. Because I feel like if I saw this in 2009, I'd be like, this rules, you know?
Yeah.
And is like a lot better than a lot of shit from back then even.
Well, it did have a very like kids underneath the stairs type feel where he's just like living in the walls. Yeah. What an oblivious family.
Only the blind guy noticed it.
I know. Those other two should be really ashamed of themselves.
I know. Also, there's like dead wolves all over, and it's like, get that emo guy. He did it.
Yeah. There's dead. It couldn't have been the dead wolves.
Get that gorgeous guy with a little bit of blue makeup on.
Yeah. Long flowing hair. Him and I had the
you
same
should shoot him, but
haircut.
only because he's going to steal your girlfriend or something.
That's true. That is true. Or he'll feed some deers for no reason.
Yeah, they're like, he's feeding deers. What a freak.
Yeah.
That's how they first shot at him.
Yeah.
You shoot deer, you don't feed them?
And then they're like, he eats bread? What? It is like the whole concept of him needing sustenance at some point is odd to me. Like they kind of blur the lines a little bit of whether or not he needs it.
Right.
Or does he just eat it to eat it? Yeah. And then
just
at that point, you got to ask yourself if he's got to take it in.
Yeah.
It's got to come out, right?
I don't know. He's wearing kind of a diaper in the early scenes. That might have been why Victor was getting so impatient with them. He was just taking these giant 6'7" guy poops.
Sits in that, get him to sit in that water, let it flow out.
Oh, they hit the water. He just sprays it down.
Like it's a brewery.
Mia Goth is just like, what are these conditions in here? It's like he doesn't know any better. He's like, you do. You know better.
Oh, you know better. You know what you did. Oopsies. You're going to be my daddy now. Oh, that would have been funny at one scene where he's got his like legs up and he's like wiping his ass.
Mia Goth and his brother come in. Where's my uncle? Things have changed around here.
Yeah. Things got a little weird. Things got out of control quickly.
I did love the line her uncle said about syphilis. He's like, it's like they say, one night with Venus, the rest of your life with Mercury. He was taking Mercury to treat his syphilis, which like, sounds terrible, like a really bad.
That's
idea.
what was rapidly decaying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the mercury? Mm-hmm. Like he probably would have lived longer if he not. But that was the one thing where I was like, they nailed it. That was like the one area where I'm like, You got it.
They would be doing that, yeah.
They nailed the whole mercury thing. Because, like, a lot of women during that time used to have, like, mercury in their makeup. Like, mercury was everywhere.
Yeah.
And no one thought anything. It's like, your jaw is falling off. And it's, like, you not think to, like, maybe check the fucking makeup you're wearing? Like,
yeah. Did you ever hear about, like, the radium girls? Like, they were painting, like, with, like, radium paint.
Yeah.
And they were really, like... Their like
riddled.
fingers would turn to bone, and they just still it's like off to work again to paint with radium all day. It's like I don't know.
I wonder if polio was still around during that time, so maybe they just blamed it on polio.
I don't know.
You know what? Polio.
I knew a lady who had polio.
Really?
This lady at this church I used to go to. She had like her foot and hand were affected by it.
I bet you it's making isn't it making a comeback? Polio.
It could.
Yeah.
RFK is bringing it back.
Yeah, bring it. There's like a bunch of different diseases. We're like, it's on the way back.
You'll be fine. Take your peptides.
Sounds like a Bruce Springsteen song. Every time he talks.
I got a job working at the government. FDA.
That's my Bruce Springsteen impression. No, like just a vague song of.
I went through a huge Bruce Springsteen phase at like when I was like 23. But before that, I always like hated it.
Oh my God, I did too.
Yeah, really?
The same age.
Yeah, wow.
It was right when I was like working for the Beachland, and like I would go in sometimes and just clean, because it honestly was easy work, and you just like they had their jukebox there, and then it was like filled with Springsteen, so I just play Springsteen.
Oh,
for like
nice.
4 hours, 5 hours while I cleaned up the Beachland, which was not as gross as you think it would be.
Yeah, depending on the night.
Yeah,
I took my son to like a kids dance party like at like 10 o'clock in the morning at the grog shop for Halloween a couple weeks ago.
Boy.
And like he's like so excited, he's like laying on the ground. I'm like spinning around. I was like, don't lay on the ground here. Everyone's done bad things on this ground.
Yeah, including your father.
No, but I hated Bruce Springsteen, and then I got this. I wanted to buy a Crooked Fingers record because I had just seen them live. So I went to Bet Crayon. I was like, "Where's Crooked Fingers?" And they're like, "Over here." And there was like one EP, and it was like really short. I was like, "Oh well, I guess I'll get this." Wish I had money for the merch table. I would have bought what I wanted, you know.
Yeah.
But I bought this, and I didn't realize it was all covers. It was Crooked Fingers. It's like Eric Bachman from Archers of Loaf, stuff like that. And he did a cover of The River with like banjo and like a really old fashioned like pump organ.
Oh, that's really cool.
And I was like, this is the best, because I'd never heard The River before. Because
really?
I was just focused on not
sad.
listening to Bruce Springsteen. And I like heard that song. I was like, this is amazing. And then I like looked it up. I was like, oh, I guess I should listen to Bruce Springsteen, because I had like intentionally not been.
It's funny too, because Springsteen, like he hit like any artist during that time, like he was really good for a small period of time. Then it was really shitty for like a long period of time. And then it got good again. Like when he scaled it all back and started with like doing stuff with the orchestras and shit.
Yeah.
It became really good. And
it is good. It is
yeah.
good. The only thing cheesy about it is that like you like look at like Bruce Springsteen, you're like, you got signed by like Universal Records when you were 19 years old. When were you working at this factory for so long and getting divorced and beating your wife? No,
I mean, he's from New Jersey. I mean, but any amount of time you could live in New Jersey for a week and experience all those things.
Get in the factory.
Yeah,
join the mafia right now.
Yeah.
Go to Atlantic City and break someone's kneecaps.
I think they give you a carton of Marlboros with every home you buy.
They blow up the Chicken Man in Philly every week. And then blew up But the reality is a lot of those stories, and the vibe is stories about his dad that his dad told him. So he's kind of just like, he's the art boy. Get out of here, art boy.
Yeah.
Where's the working man we're all talking about?
One time he was on, in the interview did not hold up well because he's like, yeah, I used to grow out my hair. My dad used to call me a fag. I'm like, Bruce, no.
Well, I heard him. I mean, and I don't want to doubt this at all, but like he was just like, me and Terrence. He was on like Obama's podcast. He's like, me and Terrence used to go out after E Street shows, and everyone would call Terrence like the N word. I was like, I mean, maybe, probably in New Jersey, but like when you're like that famous and you're like the toast of New Jersey, someone's just like, get that guy out of here.
Yeah. Maybe in Boston, sure.
I think probably Boston.
Yeah. Maybe
but in New Jersey at that point, everyone would just be like, fucking with the boss.
Yeah. Boston
maybe.
people, definitely. They don't even need to be drunk to be racist.
Well, these days it's like it's a very anti-racist place, but still exclusively white.
It's like Maine.
Yeah, super
Vermont.
super high class intellectuals, but like no diversity whatsoever.
Yeah, well, Boston too is like even some of like the Southeast and shit. Like those dudes are fucking racist. Like
but
even the people
they
that
don't
they
live
like
there anymore though. I went there, and Southie is gentrified.
Really?
With, not
Wow.
like with like just like richer, whiter people.
It's been a long time since I've been there.
And it is nice. Southie is nice. It never had any business not being nice. It's like waterfront property.
Yeah.
East Coast
Well, there was a
waterfront
shithole
property.
Alston was a shithole for a little while, and I heard that's nice again.
Dude, I watched Good Will Hunting. That scared me. I thought it looked like a rough part of town.
You thought everyone was Ben Affleck?
Because we're in a windbreaker.
I don't want to know what apples taste like.
Casey Affleck just jerked off in a baseball glove. That was an unnecessary part of Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, that didn't need to be there.
Just came in a baseball glove? Huh.
Gotta go somewhere, I guess.
It's a good movie.
I mean, people spit in gloves. What's the difference?
It's just a different kind of spitting.
Yeah. Just bodily fluids.
Well, you know, an umpire checks your hand for that foreign substance.
Boy, did you just come on your hand?
No.
I don't know why he's in the South.
A judge from the South comes up with a handkerchief.
Yeah, you
I'll never see that damn foreign substance.
You know, all the Boston umpires were all Southerners. Known fact.
Give us a kiss, love. That's what Minnie Driver says in her cum joke from Good Will Hunting.
She's a total babe.
Weird babe, but babe.
Yeah, she's babe.
Weird babe, but I agree.
Nerdy babe.
Oscar Wilde said, pretty is pretty, but only ugly can be beautiful. So I think that's often true. When it comes to people and things. You know what I mean?
People and things. Or people things.
People things.
Which brings us back to Frankenstein, who was a people thing.
He was a people thing. Oh, he was definitely beautiful.
I got to do something about this.
We need to get a green screen so we can have laser fights going on.
Dicks flying by.
National Guard Humvee just drives by.
Yeah. What? I do have a green screen somewhere around here. I'm like 95% sure. I don't know what there was a green screen in the studio at one point. I don't remember what I did with it, but it's around. Mm-hmm. So maybe one day that'll make an appearance back. Man, it was such a pain in the dick though to get it like right and all dialed in.
I know. Plus, people can't wear like certain color clothes and shit like that.
Yeah, anything that's like remotely close to green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'd be a floating head or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But no, it's cool. At this show so far, we had 2 episodes. Well, we had like one podcast where we were just hanging out on your show. Then we had 2 episodes with a guest, 2 guests in a row. Mm-hmm. And now it's cool to like get back, and I missed you. You know?
I missed you too.
I feel like I was just talking to the guests the whole time. So
it's all right. That's what they're there for.
No, the hang is great.
Yeah,
a hang is great, but it's good to like
you gotta capitalize on the other body in the room when they got them because they're not gonna be around every week. Mm-hmm. We will be so.
Yeah.
I need to upgrade these chairs. These chairs are driving me fucking crazy.
No, I keep like sitting like this the whole time, like a. They would call you gay when you were a kid.
Yeah, like a dignified
like,
gentleman.
They're like, oh, aren't your balls getting crushed? I'm like, no, my balls are down.
I thought you were just going for tenure.
I think it's kind of a intellectual way to say it, yeah. But I don't know. I really don't man spread. When people are like, oh, these guys man spread, I'm like, I don't.
No, I don't either. I'm not a real man.
I grew up with 7 sisters in a giant van that we would all drive around in. You can
Yeah.
Although if everyone wasn't there, you could like lay down on a whole row of seats and you have all the space you wanted.
Yeah, and 7 sisters. Brutal.
Mm-hmm. No, it's fine. They're cool.
And you breaking windows. Like in Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah. We were talking about that with Jacob last time. No, nothing quite as emotionally intense as that.
Oh,
but I feel like he liked his sisters in that movie, but they were just kind of annoying him.
Yeah. I can't
just
imagine.
like, when you get married. I basically got married when I was 19, so
that's true.
They never had a chance to like complain about my commitment issues.
Yeah, you never had them.
Yeah.
That's usually when on a first date they ask me what my greatest fear is. I usually say commitment.
Wow, you're like juggling chainsaws. You're trying to get laid. You're like, why don't I say this?
You love me now? And then my first question is usually, are you mad at me right now? One thing I did notice is, why does he need artwork?
Who? Frankenstein?
Frankenstein. Where he has that like huge face thing. It's like, why you had somebody take time to like build you a sculpture?
Mm-hmm.
It seems a bit excessive.
Yeah.
What the fuck's up with that?
Victor Frankenstein or the monster himself?
Victor Frankenstein.
Yeah. In the tower?
Yeah. There was like this big face thing that was in there.
Well, he's aesthetic, but a lot of that was already there. A lot of that was like Christoph Waltz's character's like tower he had built.
But that's when like they also show syphilis. It like there's no like walls even in that top part of the tower, so they're completely remodeling that area. Mm-hmm. So they had to have put that in. Mm-hmm. So they got somebody.
Well, the scale of that whole thing was insane.
It's like, man, this is like a Jurassic Park. They spared no expense.
He really wanted to escape syphilis.
Yeah. He needed something to get his mind off syphilis.
One night with Venus.
Yeah, one night with the rest of your nights with Mercury. That was another unnecessary part. They didn't need to say that. It was like, bro, why is there locker room talk happening right now?
You fucking chick, and next thing you know, you got something on your dick.
Forget about it. I think that's all my notes on all of this. At least the ones I can say publicly.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I give it 5 Joes.
5 Joes. That's pretty out of.
Can you do a thing where 5 of my heads pop up on the bottom?
That would require me editing.
Just imagine 5 of my heads coming up now.
Yeah. Use your imagination, assholes. So I don't have to edit.
Move your head back and forth really fast.
I'm clipping the ends of these things and I'm putting it out there.
You're like a rabbi.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm circumcising them and then I'm getting them out the door. I'm a moil more than an editor. I thought I was Jewish until I was like almost 30, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Just a speaking voice?
Yeah. That's why when I found out, I was like, great, now I have to change everything about myself.
Why did you think you were Jewish? Was it like a family folklore or?
So my uncle got married to a Jewish woman and we had to wear yarmulkes in temple. And I go, why do we have to wear these? He goes, because we're Jewish. What I didn't realize what he meant was him and his wife were Jewish.
Oh, I see.
I just thought every one of us were Jewish. I had no follow-up questions. I'm like, oh, we're Jewish. And then one of my good friends growing up was Alex Baudet, and his father was a rabbi. So I was like pumped to get home to Alex, be like, guess what?
Did he host a indie rock show on Bald and Wallace?
He did, and he's been hosting more shows lately.
On that radio station?
No, he's been doing like house shows,
Oh,
like
cool.
with acoustic artists and stuff. It's been pretty cool.
But he was a DJ on the radio, right?
Yes,
I think I've met him before. One time he had me host his show. I might have told you that already.
He was around the Arabica.
Yeah.
A lot.
I ran into him. I did like acoustic open mic like way before I was ready. I was like just like learning to write songs. I think Fife was just like, go play. You have a guitar. I'm like, I'm not ready. He's like, no one is.
No, yeah, nobody was. I ran those open mics.
Yeah.
And none of us were ready. Mm-hmm. I don't even think I had songs.
But I mean, that's the thing, you know. The scariest part is doing it, and it's really scary when you're not ready to do it.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, you're gonna keep doing it. If you're gonna do that, you really like it.
Well, I think it's so funny. Like, you need a certain amount of like ignorant, like not narcissism, but like ignorant confidence in yourself to become any kind of artist. Because essentially what you did is you watched your like favorite artist, like who probably practiced for years and like writing and like curating this material, and then we went, I can do that.
Right.
It's like what? You just get up there and you play a few chords, you tell your story, get the fuck out of here.
I always just liked really simple like music, you know, like Violent Femmes and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, you know, I was never as good as Violent Femmes, but it seems like attainable, which is
right.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why punk rock was like it's so like I think one of my favorite styles of music because it was just very fast and like a few chords.
Maximum energy, like minimal skill.
Yeah.
Except, I don't know, like, then you have, like, your Lars Fredriksson coming in with his, like, bass solos. You're like, well, I don't know anyone who can do that.
Yeah.
So.
Jerk.
But, yeah, Rancid is an interesting band.
That and the Clash bass player, man, he took some huge strides between, like, the second and third album. It's, like, a completely different bass player.
Mick?
I don't remember, but it was insane how quickly he grew as a bass player from just being like root notes, like boom, boom. Because we had to do at All Dinosaurs, we did like a benefit show, and everybody was doing Clash covers, and going from the second album to their third album, having to learn those songs, it was like night and day. It was like I was like, oh, I got this. This is easy. Just plays a lot of root notes, and then you get to like some of the songs on the third album, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, it really turns it up. He takes things for a walk at some point.
I was I came across an All Dinosaurs video with you in it today. So I saw someone just posting on it was Brandon, like my brother-in-law's birthday.
Oh.
And like it like Willis posted on like his like wall, he was like, happy birthday, and some like drunk guy is just like, Joe, I miss All Dinosaurs. Where are you? Did you move? And he's just like, no, I'm still here. And then Brandon commented, and he's like, did you know I was originally in All Dinosaurs? He's like, here's video proof. And it was like them playing WRUW.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then like I played that, and then it auto played one of yours. And why don't you grow your hair out again? That was such a good look.
I think I might. I got nothing else going on right now, so now's the time to do it.
Beautiful head of raven hair.
Yeah. But I'm gonna look like Frankenstein.
Yeah. Well, it's hot right now.
It's
all ladies are looking for a Jacob Elordi type.
As long as you're Dutch and in the 1800s.
Dude, Shane Gillis's podcast is so funny because like they were just talking about some ancient time where like they killed like all like the good looking guys, all the hunks, and like. Shane Gillis is like, what are we going to do about this Jacob Elordi guy? Huge hunk. Got to take care of that guy.
Take him out. Off with his head. What was I about to say? I lost it. I was not hair. I lost my train of thought.
You got nothing else going on. You should grow your hair out, but you might look like Frankenstein. But I was like, the ladies probably are looking for Frankenstein guys.
It was before that.
Looking for Frankenstein doppelgangers.
I lost it. I don't remember what it was.
Women prowling the internet for Frankensteins.
It probably wasn't that important.
But yeah, I a thing I saw a couple weeks ago. I was following Interview Mag on Instagram. It's like, I think Warhol started it or something. But now it's just it's still a magazine, but a Instagram page. And they kept like just pimping and suggesting this show called I Love LA. Did you watch that? It's like on HBO.
No.
And I was like, I'm always trying to have something to watch with Carolina because like notably Carolina will be like, you always want to watch a horror movie or baseball or football or an action movie. I'm like, number one, you just listed like a lot of entertainment.
Right, yeah. Most
There's a lot of... She won't even watch, like, dramas, you know what I mean? Like, she just wants to watch, like, comedies and, like, girl stuff, which is fine. She's a busy
like
lady.
That high school show on HBO? What was it called? Where, like, everyone's doing drugs and fucking each other.
Euphoria?
Euphoria.
Yeah, we watch Euphoria.
Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah. I mean, not... I think, like, I find the Euphoria, like, mega... fame to be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like the intensity of that show alone. It's like, what did you guys just like watch like Requiem for a Dream every week before watching this? Because like it's just like kind of really fucked up.
Yeah.
But no, it is pretty funny.
I couldn't.
How that son and the dad and the son that are bros are like both gay and both drive like F-150s and like F-150s.
I didn't even get
the official truck of making out with dudes.
Really? Actually, I might tune in for that.
No.
Well, I couldn't make it through like the first episode. Halfway through the first episode, I'm like, I'm out. Well, because I was homeschooled, so
Frankenstein's in that too.
Oh, really? The guy who plays Frankenstein's in that show?
He's the main guy. That's kind of where they farmed like all of young Hollywood's talent from these days. It's like Sydney Sweeney, Jacob Elordi, and Zendaya. Like those are three very highly working actors, and they're all from that show.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, the Sydney Sweeney.
I always joke that like I follow like these Chilean news websites because I like to keep up with what's going on in Chile.
Sure.
And I like don't speak Spanish that well, but like they post about Sydney Sweeney all the time. I'm like, there's no reason to talk about Sydney Sweeney. All of a sudden they're like, Sydney Sweeney. Yeah. I'm like, she just has big boobs. That's why you're writing about her, isn't
Hell
it?
yeah.
Like, Sydney Sweeney.
Universal. It's the universal language. Huge boobs. Duh.
No, Sydney Sweeney, very, very pretty.
Very pretty woman.
I think we covered this in a recent episode that she looks like an old picture of Hillary Clinton that people unearthed. And all like the Republican guys
I don't
like
remember
her
saying that.
shook.
That is hilarious.
It's true. Like someone found a young picture of Hillary and put it next to Sydney Sweeney and they're like, pretty similar kind of chick.
I don't like it, but
so all the Republican guys are shook by that because they were all on board.
God, no.
That Shakespeare line, "My only love sprung from my only hate."
We killed them. Yeah, we killed a lot of boners that day.
Two houses, both alike in dignity.
Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about. I was one time I was talking about being in all dinosaurs or about like something.
Yeah.
And somebody got so mad at me. He was like, "You were never in that band."
What?
Yeah. He's like, "That is Brandon's band." Brandon was the bass player of that band.
He was for a while.
And I was like, he was for the first 6 months of it. And then he's like, "Yeah, dude, but you're going and taking his credit away from this. Fucked up." I was like, I'm on all 3 albums. Like
that band went on for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, like the passion they all had right at the very beginning there.
Sure.
Was like, oh yeah, Brandon was very much in that band.
Oh yeah.
Like,
and he's great. He's so good in that band.
He's an amazing musician.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were in a band for 10 years.
So
but
now,
you can't,
now I joke around about it with him. The real bass player of all dinosaurs is Brandon Moore. I thought it was funny, to be honest with you. I wasn't even offended. I was like, this is hilarious. This guy's like, called me.
He must have been drunk and really,
No, he legitimately.
Drunk and sentimental or something.
Well, we also look similar.
Yeah.
So I can see.
You're similar, like, type of dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I could see his misconception. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Stop trying to steal my.
Yeah.
You're not my mom.
Yeah.
It's like when you grab the wrong lady's leg at the grocery store. You're like, oh.
Yeah. That was also a lot of like what was going on in Frankenstein. You're not my dad. even
Yeah.
when they were your dad.
Yeah,
Like,
he didn't like his real dad.
Yeah,
Like Victor didn't like his real dad. The thing is, I mean, and this is kind of the tragedy of the story. I thought of the irony, but then as I was thinking to myself, it occurred to me this often happens. Like hurt people, you know. Like so, Victor Frankenstein had like a rough childhood with his like elite absent father who was always just like being a little to a lot cruel and like at very least being very aloof, you know. And like that hurt him and he noticed it and he like wrote about it and talked about it. But then he has like this person who's obviously looking to him like as a father figure and he's like, give me your leg, and he's like hitting him with the rod. It's like, ugh, I hated that. Like, but it really evoked true emotion though. So
I mean, maybe it's just a movie about generational trauma.
yeah. I mean, hurt people do hurt people. You know?
Hurt people.
Try not to.
I also like the fact that he's telling the stranger now about his dad. He's got, I got daddy issues.
Well, he starts with like mommy attachment issues.
Yeah, I got mommy
He's
issues.
like, I'm a bloody
I got
ship captain. Shut the fuck up, mate.
Yeah, it's like this guy's like, geez, this is a rough day in the office. Got fucking dead dudes out there.
Why don't you fucking break up some ice instead of shattering, slapping your gums?
I got guys dead out there,
Irish,
pal.
yeah.
You're telling me you got daddy issues?
So you made this creature that killed my guys?
Because you have
I'm
daddy
supposed
issues?
to worry about your mom?
Yeah, you'd think he would just recreate a mom.
Yeah, you would think so.
Think you'd go female first. You know?
Yeah, Mia Goth wasn't like really the best. She didn't have the strongest character. She definitely invited the flirtation with Victor. And eventually was just like...
She invited the flirtation with everybody. This is a little real floozy.
You've been smooching with everybody. Little Frankenstein.
Yeah. Biggie Smooch. Well, I can't even remember some of the names.
From Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
You know they made that whole thing for Home Alone 2?
Yeah, that's the...
I was
so
as a
brilliant.
kid, I was like, one day I'll find that movie and watch it, but you can't. It's not real.
You can't. It's not a real movie.
That's so good.
It's so good.
That's some production value.
Yeah, that rules.
What I love about the Home Alone 2 is often its portrayal of the homeless in New York City. It's like, well, they mostly just want to feed the birds, number one. And then when it's time for them to relax, they go and catch classical music concerts and quietly and save young boys.
Yes.
That is the New York City homeless problem.
They abduct children.
As long as they have access to philharmonic orchestras.
I mean, what a wild time. Look at Back to the Future. Do you think Back to the Future would be able to be made today?
Yeah.
It's a grown old man
Yeah.
just hanging out for no reason whatsoever with a high school student.
Marty, come over.
Yeah. Some like,
Mom, Dad, I gotta go.
yeah, the guy from down the street's calling again.
Hey, he wants to meet me in a parking lot.
He wants to be in the middle of the night.
That it's crazy they had to recast the main role like 2 months into shooting.
Recast of the century.
It was supposed to be that other guy.
I know nobody remembers his name.
Guy.
Yeah,
his most memorable role is like from The Butterfly Effect, where he plays like the most monstrous creep.
I never saw that
all
movie.
time.
Next podcast.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't. Maybe.
I've never seen.
I don't know if we should keep doing like newer movies or like I loved Adam's episode where he came in and like did like an 80s film. It should just be like the funniest or most interesting person that's available that week and what they want to talk about.
There you go. We'll let them.
And if they don't feel like thinking of something, we'll kind of talk amongst each other and think of something newer that we want to push.
I like that game.
Because inevitably people are going to like probably be more. Everyone's seen like the older movies, so let's save that for people who have like a real love for something.
Also, too, I don't think anybody's just randomly listening to a podcast. Like, if you're listening to a podcast that's about a movie, you're specifically looking for podcasts about that movie.
Yeah.
Because you've seen it already.
But if you like those people's vibe, you'll just bookmark that site and keep watching.
Sure.
That's my hope. I don't really like. I shared it with my friends, but I'm like, I'm not sure my friends will like this. Random pieces of shit might like it, but like we'll see, you know.
Yeah. Fuck them. I just like doing it.
Yeah, me too.
It's just a couple of dudes.
So, like,
and a
the idea of, like,
microphone.
focusing on, like, local or, like, people you know, like, that, I've always felt that way about bands. Not that, you know, I'm shooting for the stars in any thing,
just
but I'm
fun.
just, like, try to keep things as universal and fun as possible. Obviously, talking about people you know is fun. And, you know, eventually, if they get mentioned enough time, even if the people don't know who the fuck we're talking about, they'll have somewhat of an idea. You know?
Yeah,
As stories get told.
Man, I mean, well, let's talk about that one guy who did that thing. Remember that?
Being intentionally vague.
Yeah, super vague. So this way, everyone thinks it's them.
Yeah.
Can't believe you talked about me on your podcast.
That's a great strategy.
Yeah,
Just like mention as many characteristics.
I
while
did
also
that on my
remaining
own.
vague.
I did that on my own podcast recently. and
Oh,
it's-
someone thought you were talking about them, right?
Yeah. And a couple times now, I've gotten hit up being like, "Why the fuck do you talk about me on your podcast?" I was like, "That wasn't about you.
Wow.
That's more telling than you think." Mm-hmm. So that's my favorite part about
Talked
it.
about a guy with herpes, didn't you?
Yeah.
You have herpes?
Yeah, I didn't know you had herpes.
No. You do.
Your mom's got herpes.
I didn't know you. I didn't know that. You have syphilis? Yeah. What do you think all the mercury's for? One night with Venus.
Hey, I jerk off to Sydney Sweeney. To Chilean news articles.
Banana Sydney Swede.
Yeah. I love it.
She has no connection to Chile whatsoever. Sydney Swede. In other news.
Telling you, man, it's big boobs. It's a universal language.
But you think like
It ascends.
I mean, Chile is not necessarily like other places in Latin America where like the booty is like the big thing. It is, but I would say if anything culturally, what I've noticed in Chile is like kind of like a anorexia pressure that they put on people. They're not.
Interesting.
It's like more so than like you think like Colombia. It's like yeah, big booties, whatever you know. Venezuela,
Cocaine.
Venezuela.
If there's anything I know about that,
Yeah.
that place, they love cocaine and huge asses.
Yeah. So maybe, yeah, you would think they would. South America would be more about the booty, but maybe because it's Chile, it's different, and they're
Telling
more
you,
open
man.
to boobs.
The solution, and probably cause to a lot of life issues, is big breasts. Mm-hmm. Nations have crumbled for women.
There's this viral meme going on right now where all these women like hate like dating. They're like, are you single? And they're like, no, I'm one big wife. I'm married to one big wife. And it's like women just married to like all other women. They just keep interviewing people like, no, I'm with the one big wife.
Yeah. That's
So they're already doing it.
that's most dating apps these days.
They say one big wife.
Yeah, I'm one big wife.
That's funny.
I'm part of a conglomerate of wives.
Did you hear about the billionaire? He's just like David Ackman, I think his name is, from New York, and he was just like, I understand that people are having a hard time meeting face to face, and I think that's really important for people to do so. So I just want to share a little trick I used to do when I was single. I would go up to ladies and say, "May I meet you?" And whether or not it worked, there was always a conversation. He just got like torn apart.
Oh my God.
Honestly.
May I meet you?
May I meet you? Ugh.
Ugh, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, may I meet you usually leads to you living in that person's basement and having to put the lotion on its skin.
I guess, and maybe I have like some ADD or something, but when I actually meet people, I usually just talk to them like we had already been talking. I'm just like, so anyway, just,
Right.
It's like a stream of consciousness, and I sort of, I would always kind of like let them have the opportunity to just like ignore it and brush it off, or be like, yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
riff with me.
You know what my
That's how
favorite
I
thing
ended
to
up
do?
like meeting people that like were like me.
My favorite thing to do recently has been shouting embarrassing things in between songs. That little like down time where you don't hear anything. You're like, so I fucked his dad.
There was I saw Pulp in Chicago in like September, like before the election, and like Jarvis gave this like super like poignant like political like progressive speech. I mean, not for any real reason, but I just wanted to like yell something terrible after he said it, because I'm just like had this vision of everyone just tearing me apart. Well, also my section didn't like me anyway.
You're like, lick my balls.
Just like Margaret Thatcher rules. Bring Maggie Thatcher back. What? What did you say?
Hitler had some good ideas.
No. But no, the crowd was already against me there. 'Cause in this theater, it was a big theater, a standing room. Yes. I'm a tall guy. I understand this. I wasn't at the fucking barricades. I wasn't at the front. I was 75 feet back, all the way off to the side, like 3 feet away from the side.
An excusable distance.
So there were like 7 people like behind me. And I start getting all these like loud comments like, oh, tall guy should probably like move back. I'm like, how much should I leave the venue? I'm like, I have to be somewhere. I paid for a ticket. Like, I'm sorry.
7 people.
Sorry, God loves me and gave me height.
Yeah, you small little liberal fucks. That's the problem with the left these days. They're too short.
That's why they're so angry.
Yeah, that's why they're short tempered.
That's why they're taking shots at people.
Yeah. Some might say they have short patience.
They go on the apps and they're like, all these filters, like, don't message me unless you're 6'2", and they're like, fucking.
And then I go up and I go, may I meet you?
May I meet you?
I'm 5'11". May I meet you?
No, you're 5'11". You pass the art, like, will women like think of you as like a human test? They did this poll, like, I think it's like 80% of women like won't date anyone. They say they probably will if they meet the right person. You know, they're like, we will not date anyone under 5'8". What's interesting about the number 5'8", it is the average height of American men.
Really?
So, like, average
They know.
will be like 80%'s like, nope, you're not human. I'm going for the 20% top.
That's not intuition. They know. They've done their research.
Yeah.
I bet, you know, it's been kind of surprising.
Which would work out. I mean, I've never been single forever, but that would work out great for me, but I just think it's funny.
You know what? I never knew about women until I recently became single, which was how much they depend on, like, how your voice sounds.
Mm-hmm. You have a great voice.
Thank you.
Ladies like a low voice.
But I didn't realize that that's something that they look for in, like, a spouse. Like, they don't want, like...
That makes internet dating a little bit hard.
Yeah. They're like, we want
the guy's like, hi.
Yeah. Well, luckily I have a lot of things on the internets.
A lot of clips of you saying horrifying sexual things.
Yeah, to strangers.
Great voice. Lights. What did he say? Anyway, great voice.
That guy's got a lot of issues, but hell of a voice. And then hands.
Hands? Yeah.
Hands the other thing. Who knew?
Well, now you have augmented hands.
Yes.
He's got tattooed hands. That's cool.
Yep. Some people think it's
Butter
a
knife?
penis. I don't care. Fuck them. That's
like
one fancy penis. If you ask
I think it's
me.
a great idea. It's it would be like a badass like switchblade or hunting knife usually, but this is a butter knife.
It's a butter knife because I punctured my hand with a butter knife.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Opening up a package of knot dogs, frozen knot dogs.
Wow, that is some.
Yeah, my non-violent diet.
If there was ever a time to say it, wow.
Yeah, my non-violent diet turned violent for me pretty quickly. Just bam! Stigmata.
I tried to be like vegan one time when I was 17 because everyone was like doing it. My parents had a above ground swimming pool, and I like ate like some like bread and some other like vegan things before I went out, and then I like went swimming for a while. I came back in and like had a roast beef sandwich. I was like, I'm just too hungry, man. I can't. I was vegan for like 20 minutes.
For 20 minutes when you're 17.
But then I was vegetarian for like half a month when I saw the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Really?
It was so disgusting.
That's
It's
really
all
funny.
these hillbillies like holding this like red sausage and like eat it up. I was like, oh, so gross. And it was human meat.
A lot of people went vegan when there was like PETA like put out like a movie or something like that. And I know a lot of people.
Oh
went,
yeah,
like,
they showed
vegan
it to us.
pictures.
Did you ever work at OCA, Ohio
Yeah.
Citizen Action, the environmental
That's
group?
what I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
I was like,
they showed
we're
it to us there, and they were like vivisecting monkeys, and their chest just falls apart. The monkey's face is like, "Help me!" It's still alive. I was like, "No."
as you're biting into your beef burger.
That I brought.
Yeah. You're grilling in the break room.
They paid you $7.50 an hour or something like that. I'd never had food. Eat my parents' food when I came home.
Yeah.
They were like getting China Sea, and I was like, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
Getting Naughty Mermaid takeout. I'm like, where are you getting this money from?
Rich kids. Rich kids complaining about capitalism like they don't benefit from it.
What era were you at that environmental group? Brian W. still there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just texted him like an image of Bob Odenkirk dressed up as the milk machine from Mr. Show. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And like the caption is like, "Why can't people keep their willies out of holes?" And I sent that to Brian, and he was just like, "Are you drunk?" I was like, "You don't remember this Mr. Show skit?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "You showed this to me." Like we used to watch like all Mr. Show over at that apartment. It was fun times.
That was a fun job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fun. Not very lucrative.
No.
I worked there for like a year and a half, and then my dad was like, I could actually use construction help full time, and it was like $15 an hour, which was like a millionaire at that time.
Yeah, that's insane. Mm-hmm. Well, I think we did it. We good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else we want to touch on?
We're done with the movie, or you want to keep going?
It's up to you. Do we have any more topics we need to hit?
Trump has invited Mamdani to the White House for a meeting. I heard. I like don't want it to happen, but I'll be so pissed if it's not televised. Yeah, like this is must see TV.
Yeah, you got it.
Mamdani, welcome, Mamdani. You've won the hearts of the baristas of New York City. So that'll be fun. Jasmine Crockett.
I don't even know who that is.
She's a congresswoman, but it was just a misunderstanding. But her staff, she sent like a staff member to like look up some Epstein facts. The staffer got like the wrong Epstein and like found all these political donations. And they were all the like Republicans, and she's just like, Epstein gave to George W. Bush and Palin and all these people. And then like later on, someone was like, that's like a different Jeffrey Epstein. Like he's like a doctor.
One.
Then afterwards, she's like, well, I wasn't lying. Jeffrey Epstein did do that. And then she was just like, also, I haven't like looked into this guy. He might be bad. So this new Jeffrey Epstein's sweating. He's like, now people are going to be researching my background to see what I've done.
Oh man, it's like you have the same name as a murderer.
Yeah.
They think you're a murderer now because of it. That is so funny. Did we
It's a
talk?
pretty common name.
Oh, I think
Tons of Epstein.
I think we talked about this. Did I ask you that? You think that like if Elvis Presley was alive during the time of Jeffrey Epstein's Island, he would be on Epstein's Island?
He probably never would have left.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Would have brought his chef to make his fried peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
And his bride, who's already 14 years old.
Yeah, and he's probably cheating on with even more inappropriate people.
Yeah. All of Led Zeppelin would be there. They would have flown their own plane, though. They had their own plane to fly. Dude, them and the Eagles.
That one particular groupie who was like 14, that like someone from Led Zeppelin like kidnapped her and like kept her in a hotel room.
He
for, like,
saw
weeks.
her in a teen magazine.
Yeah.
And went, I want to fuck this 13-year-old girl.
And then Bowie was like, samesies. And Bowie's wife, Angie Bowie, was like, what a chill idea. I want to have a threesome with you guys.
What?
And I'm just like, what in the Satan?
Yeah.
And the fans sometimes, I mean, like, and all the Bowie fans I know are obviously like, that's disgusting. But, that's really unfortunate. But the art was good. I don't know. But like the really like diehard people would be like, she was a groupie. She like loved it. Like that's not an excuse for a 14-year-old. She loved it. Yeah, say that to the judge. Yeah, she loved it, Your Honor. Like no, that's
and then
not...
they're complaining about how like even if like a 15-year-old boy had sex with his teacher, they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like then they get upset about it. It's like, well, what's the fucking difference here? Oh, I get what the difference is. You're a hypocrite.
When I was 14, 15, I had like two different girls. Like, I don't know why, but literally I was just alone with two totally separate girls that never knew each other. And both times it just got quiet and they're like, if you want to jerk off, you just like whip it out. And both times I was like, and they were like much older, like 18 plus girls. Mm-hmm. And I was like, You first, because that seems like some sort of humiliation thing. When I'm just sitting here with my dick out,
Yeah.
you're fully clothed driving. Like, why would I do that?
You got a Polaroid on you?
Who am I, Louis C.K.? I'm not into that.
You knew then?
But I was like, if you were like, take your boobs out, we might be talking or something. But they were just like, nope. I was like, what the fuck was that proposition about then?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Hey, if you just want to jerk off for no reason.
Yeah, sure.
Because we know how you 14-year-old boys are like. You just
they must have
jerk
had
off everywhere.
They must have been having some luck with it. You know, you don't keep using the same pickup line if it never works. Some other boy out there hearing this right now, being like, "Oh,
no,
I didn't know I could say no." Could always say no to the ladies.
I would have definitely said no.
Yeah, I was just like, no benefit.
I would have said no to them talking to me. I was so intimidated by women during that time.
Dude, and this one time, another really crazy thing that happened, I remember my sister had this friend, Raya, who like I always thought was like weird. She like met her in Italy because she was away like doing opera stuff in Italy. She met this lady.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he might have met her. But she met this lady, Raya, this like gorgeous, like much old. She was like pushing 30. And my sister was like 17, like hanging out with her. I was like 14. And we went out to like Chili's one night. Or not Chili's, but Chi-Chi's, because that was still a thing.
Yeah.
And I was just joking around and like talking to my sisters and Raya, the Russian lady. And she just like looks at me and she's like, "Your brother's very funny. I don't know what I'm going to do about that." And then like the next day, because she was like staying at her house, and I was just like, no one else was home. It was just like her. And I hear like, Joe. And I was like, what? And I like open up this door and she's like in there wearing like full on like garter belt lingerie, like
Whoa.
white full on like lingerie set. And I just like closed the door. I just like walked outside. I was like, what the fuck?
She had a whip in her hand.
But dude, no whip. I should have done that, man. That's no. I probably would have been traumatized. I probably would end up like I would be in a gutter with a needle in my arm somewhere if I did that.
I'd be traumatized for sure because I was just such a.
But she was hot.
I was such a like skittish little like homeschool kid. Mm-hmm. I really was. I was just
yeah. I mean, I walked away, so
I was afraid of everything.
Yeah, but I mean, I had a girlfriend when I was like 12, so I mean, I always loved dating and stuff, but not 30-year-old Russians with full on sets of lingerie ready to go.
Yeah, where'd she get? She just packed a lingerie. Yeah. She's like, this will come in handy.
There was something up with this lady. It was a weird situation.
Yeah, but think about it now. She's probably like 50.
Yeah. Then you end up like Macron.
So it's a lot less in it. Yeah.
Your wife is like 40 years older than you now. You're like, I was hot when she was my teacher, but now I have this 70-year-old lady slapping me in the face all the time. Yeah. Do you see those slaps she gives him? Macron, the Prime Minister of France. There's like this thing where he's like getting off the plane and he's just like saying something and you see this hand just come out of the side. You don't see it's just like bam! Hits him right in the face.
I don't know what it is about French people. They just sound everything they say sounds pretentious to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. My sister, we went to go visit her in New York, and she had this French roommate named Guillaume, and like I was just like hanging out, and like Guillaume like made this like extravagant dinner for himself. It like just looked wonderful. It was like grilled vegetables and like a nice fresh piece of fish and everything just looked. It was like a sauce on the potatoes. I was like, Guillaume, that looks wonderful. He's like, what? It's nothing. It's nothing. It's every day. It's nothing. And I was like, I was trying to pay you a compliment, Guillaume, but you're trying to act like
well, a real French guy going on over there.
He was like a math teacher at Columbia. Total prick.
Douchebag. What a fucking douchebag.
I was trying to be nice. I was trying to say his food looked nice, but can't trust these frogs, ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking French. Get the fuck out of here.
Anyway, fuck the French. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. Do you have any social plugs? Any social media plugs?
No, I do have to make like a podcast. What we should do is like make like a podcast Instagram where we can post our things. and then I can plug that. And if I ever do anything more beyond, because I've been thinking about putting together a Type 5. I don't think I'm funny.
Due to stand up?
I just think it seems like a fun thing to interact with, so I'm going to do my best and laugh at how unfunny it is.
Hell
So
yeah.
maybe I'll make a Joe Penzvalto comedy page eventually, but I haven't done that so far, so just keep listening to this podcast.
You always do sketches on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do have a sketch I want to do with you on the radio.
Yeah.
Fake call-in shit.
Oh, yeah. I'm into that. That should be fun.
Yeah.
Well, make sure to look me up on Instagram at Gheramy_Demery. That's GHERAMY_DEMERY. That's legally all I can talk about.
All right. Badass.
So, yeah. Fun stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And check out My podcast. Not Weird, Just Homeschooled.
Not Weird, Just Homeschool. Very good. I heard your talk with Todd. I met Todd at OCA, too. That was a fascinating interview. Super sad. I had no idea about his story. Must have happened after I knew him, because I definitely didn't hear about that.
Really?
We'll leave that shrouded in mystery, so you go listen to Jeremy's talk with Todd. It was wild.
That's another reason why I'm glad we did that conversation, because I feel like, okay, this will help him not have to come here and have to retell that story over and over again. Mm-hmm. Now a lot of people have heard it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that stuff.
He was a sweet guy. Remember his voice when he sang in the Helving? Or no, did he?
In Insurrect?
Oh, yeah, he was in Insurrect.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah. Was he playing... He came in to sing after Brian W. was in it for a bit, right?
For Insurrect?
Brian W. was in Insurrect for a very short period of time, I think.
Then, yeah. Yeah. And then in Oblongata, he was in too.
Oblongata. Wow. He was in Oblongata with, what's his name? John.
There's so many people in that fucking band. It was wild. I didn't know.
He was in a band called the Halving when I met them, and it was really good. They had this guy like singing, and he had terrible stage fright. He would just always face the back. Reminds me of that Flight of the Conchords moment.
Was it Mike Burrows?
No, his name was like Anthony something.
Oh.
He was really a great voice. And I remember one time they were saying at like a practice, he was just like screaming, and it just sounded like two voices. I was like, that's scary.
Yeah.
That's cool when that happens.
Burrows was that way for a long time.
Yeah, he would play drums backwards. Yeah. With you guys too?
No, he was over it by the time he got to us. But like, I do remember him at the Davenport setting his drums up backwards.
Hey, whatever helps. See,
yeah,
that's all audio. But yeah.
All right,
Todd, sweet guy. Check out that episode. That was cool.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah, catch you on the flip side.